Listening Library presents If I Could Go Back by Briana Johnson. Read for you by Ashley J. Hobbs. In loving memory of my grandfather, Willie, losing you inspired me to write this book. And my grandmother, Lovey Dell, who never failed to make me smile. Without you, life feels meaningless. I love you and I miss you. Part 1, January. 1. Grandpa Joe sends me an ominous text at 8:57 on a random Thursday morning. The message says, "Come home, we need to talk." But I'm thinking he really means, "You're in deep shit, kiddo. The next time you're gonna see the light of day is when you're 50. Chlorinated water drips down my face as I stare at the message on my phone. Despite telling my grandpa not to text me anymore because he doesn't understand proper texting etiquette, he keeps on doing it. He drops in an ellipsis at the most inappropriate time along with a vague message, and then refuses to elaborate until I get home. It makes me wish my auntie had listened to me and refused to teach him how to text. Instead, she gave him a full tutorial. And now he's a constant menace to my mental health and well-being. "Aaliyah, why are you staring at your phone like it grew 2 feet in a tail?" Ivy barely looks up from her phone screen. She's so focused on it that I'm surprised she noticed me having a mini crisis next to her. "Please don't tell me somebody died. I'm not emotionally equipped to deal with something like that." The logical part of my brain believes Grandpa Joe wants to talk about something insignificant. Like he's upset because I ate the last pint of his favorite ice cream again. The paranoid, guilt-ridden part of my mind insists he knows what I'm planning to do behind his back. Nobody's dead. Grandpa sent me another weird text, and the vagueness is making my stomach hurt. "Why are you worrying about your phone? You need to finish your workout so I can leave this humid-ass pool." Today is one of the rare times where I can't be bothered to focus on my workout. It's been 6 weeks since I created a Facebook profile specifically to reach out to Lena, but nerves have kept me from messaging her. This should be simple. All I need to do is tell her who I am and what I want. I don't want her money. Grandpa Joe already has plenty of it from retirement and disability and pensions and all the other adult bullcrap I'm supposed to care about later in life. I just want to have lunch with her someday. It's a fair request. She's my mother, for Christ's sake. The least she could do is meet me for a meal after abandoning me as a baby. "Aaliyah, I know you can hear me," Ivy says. The urge to tell Ivy about finding Lena on Facebook is at its strongest this morning, but I want to avoid the inevitable fight for as long as I can. The fact I'm even considering messaging Lena will piss her off. So I quickly come up with a way to avoid her question without lying. Ivy and Grandpa Joe tease me by calling me a terrible liar, and I can't even catch an attitude because it's true. I'm a pro at finding loopholes, though. Grandpa has been acting weird lately. Nailed it. "When isn't he weird?" Ivy asks. This isn't his usual weirdness. He's been super aggy, keeps looking off into the distance with a blank stare, and he doesn't talk either. But when he's back to normal and I ask him about it, he says it's nothing and tells me to do my homework. "We don't have homework. There's still a week of winter break left." That's why it's weird. Then he sent me this text with all these dots. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Let me see. Ivy stops smoothing down her baby hair and takes my phone from me. It's so obvious what those dots mean when you read between the lines. I'm skeptical. If it's obvious, I should know, right? What do they mean? These 3 dots represent each individual ass whooping Grandpa Joe is going to give you for eating that last bit of caramel cake he was saving. Ivy cackles when I snatch my phone from her. R.I.P., you'll forever be my 3rd favorite cousin. 3rd favorite? 3rd? Who's above me? Gigi and Rocky on my daddy's side. I'm a semi-functioning member of society, and they still wet the bed. How are two toddlers beating me? They don't irritate me. They know when to shut up. They actually listen when I tell them something. All right, Jesus, you didn't need to make a list, I say, tucking my phone into the side pocket of my Nike bag. Jerk. Don't make me hurt your feelings, Aaliyah. I wave her off and head back to my pool lane before somebody steals it from me. I'm halfway through my next set of laps when I become antsy. I swim over to Ivy and rest my arms on the pool edge, ignoring her smug little grin. I probably shouldn't have eaten this cake. See, there's no off button with you, and no, you shouldn't have. If I go down for this, I'm taking you with me. You ate just as much cake as I did. I'm not going to feel bad about it either, since I'm your third favorite cousin. Grandpa should have added a fourth dot for the ass whooping I'ma give you if you snitch on me. I'm afraid of a lot of things. You aren't one of them. Her full attention is on me now. Ivy narrows her eyes, shooting one of her infamous, "I'll cut you" glares my way. Then she puts her phone down, and I know I'm in trouble. I'm a quarter of the way down my lane when Ivy starts chucking pool noodles at me. One clips me on the head, and I go down like a complete drama queen. "You're lucky you're in the water," Ivy shouts. Ivy's threat is cut off by a shrill whistle. The lifeguard on duty is this angry-looking dude with a mohawk who clearly takes his job too seriously. Hey, out of the pool. Dude, I'm the victim in this situation. I point at Ivy. She's the one who attacked me. Kick her out. You see that? Lifeguard dude points to the sign on the wall behind him. One of the rules clearly states, no running or horseplay in pool area. And even though I've been coming to the YMCA for years, I act like I don't know what he's talking about. Quit messing around. I know you can read. I'm choosing not to because I'm not done with my workout, I say. The boy climbs down from his chair, clutching his flotation device in one hand and pointing to the girls' locker room with the other. Out of the pool before I ban you both. I don't know what kind of power lifeguards have, but I don't want to push my luck since this is the only public indoor pool in a 20-mile radius. Everyone still in the water stares at me and Ivy as we leave the area and head back into the locker room with our things. I punch Ivy in the arm once we're out of sight. I didn't finish my workout. Be for real. You aren't actually working out. Ivy's phone dings, taking her attention away from me yet again. She taps out a response, acrylic nails clicking against the screen at a lightning-fast speed. Forgot to tell you that you've got to find somebody else to chill with tonight. I got plans. Plans with who? Plans with none of your business, nosy. Are you hooking up with somebody? I dry myself off with a towel and toss it onto the bench when I'm done. Remember, we promised we'd tell each other if we were, even if the person is ugly. You need to be worrying about how Grandpa's gonna light you up for trying to link with that bum you call a mama instead of focusing on who I'm spending my time with. My body temp spikes to 100 degrees, and my pores excrete sweat immediately. If I cursed, this would be the perfect time to drop a fat F-bomb. I haven't told Ivy about my plan to contact Lena. Haven't even hinted at it out of pure fear of her reaction. I'm too afraid to look at her when I ask, how do you know about that? You left your phone unlocked when you were at my apartment last week. I thought it was weird that you downloaded the Facebook app, since you don't have a profile, so I clicked on it and saw Lena's name in your search history. It was pretty shitty of you to keep it a secret from me. I swear I wanted to tell you as soon as I had the idea, but I knew you'd be mad. You're loud about your dislike of her. Yeah, because she sucks. Why would you even want to be around that bum after she left you the way she did? Chill. That bum is your auntie. And? Family members can be bums. Look at Cousin Ricky on my daddy's side. All he does is beg people for money and ignore his kids. Am I supposed to ignore his bum tendencies because he's blood? No. That's why he's a bum, and so is your bum-ass mama. Harsh? I'm harsh. Oh, God. I got Ivy started.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?